What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and I'm battling here for the playoffs of WPL Season number 8. Up against Lord Bash and his Texan Raikous. We were able to defeat him back in the regular season in week number 8. That was a very narrow 1-0 victory right there, and the reason for that is both of our teams are very offensive, meaning the game is going to be a lot about speed control and prediction and gaining momentum, of course. Now, I will say we did finish the regular season 10-2 with the second overall seed, which was an improvement from last season. However, I was not able to win a playoff game for the past 3 seasons in a row. Seasons 5, 6, and 7, I have not won a single playoff game. In seasons 3 and 4, I was able to win the league as a whole, but ideally we can go ahead and end that streak right here of losing in the first round of playoffs. That would be very cool. And let's hop right into team preview right here. We have a rock polished win condition Mega Deoncy. I figured he's going to bring a lot more of an offensive team than last time, even more considering how he had a few pivots last time, given that he was a bulky Necrozma. He had a bulky Silvally Rock. I don't think he's going to have those pivots this time. The only pivot he might have would be a Silvally Steel, which was kind of the Silvally type I was anticipating to come last time, but everything else is probably going to be offensive. Probably just a Rock Swampert with Scald Toxic sort of thing, and then just 4 breakers right here. Rock Polish Mega Deoncy has a ton of fun. Really all I need to do to win with it is make sure that I can weaken whatever Silvally type it might be, as well as the Swampert right here. I don't have HP Grass. I unfortunately put Power Gem on here, which is very unfortunate. HP Grass would have been better in this scenario. We have a Kieran Black right here with an Assault Vest. This is my check to the Necrozma. Essentially, last time he brought a double dance defensive Necrozma with Calm Mind and then Iron Defense. This time, I know he's going to expect that set, so I have my Assault Vest Kieran Black right here to take on a Rock Polish Special Necrozma. I figured that was going to be a lot more likely this time, and Kieran Black can go ahead and help out. Now, if he does bring that set again, I do have Dragon Tail on this Kieran Black too, just to ensure that as long as it's not the last Pokemon he has, I will not be losing to that Pokemon. We have a Fizda Fortress right here, essentially the same thing as last time, with Spikes of Volt Switch, Gyro sort of thing. We have Choice Scarf Entei. So last time I Choice Scarfer was Kieran Black, and I figured he may expect that again, just given how many lack of dragon resistant Pokemon he has. The one resist he might bring would be Silvally Steel, and Entei can go ahead and blow that away, as well as I do carry Toxic for the Swampert, so I can go ahead and wear that down for my Mega Deoncy win condition. Flurlitz is able to go ahead and pick off Pokemon like the Mega Lopunny and the Zeraora without an issue, so Entei is definitely my best form of speed control this week. We have an Azelf right here, which is my Stealth Rocker for the team. I believe it was just a Stealth Rock Z set. Actually, no, the Z was on Torn. It was Flynium Z Torn, and then it was a Stealth Rock's Taunt Azelf right here. Flynium Z Torn is just mainly here to throw off an attack against really anything. Scout with the Silvally type is. Even a Fly Z into Silvally Steel would not be that big of a deal, because like I said, I do need that damage for my Mega Deoncy right here, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this game. I'm going to lead off with my Tornadus T, as he's going to lead off with Darmanitan. So let's talk about this turn 1. Last time he brought a Choice Scarf Darmanitan, and I was very much anticipating the same Scarfer this time. So I really can't stand right here, because he would OHKO me with Flare Blitz due to my offensive set right here, and the recoil would really not help me out. I was so close to staying in and clicking Flynium Z turn 1, which as you guys are going to see is what I should have done right here, because he is going to bust out a Substitute. And this essentially means I lose my Entei right away, because I know he's going to have Earthquake on this set, as he will be revealed to be Life Orb right here, so I know that he's not some sort of damage reduction berry. Earthquake is not affected by sheer force, but that turn 1 could have gone a lot better right there, because had I just knocked him out with the Flynium Z, this Darmanitan would have been out of the way. Now granted, Darmanitan wasn't the biggest threat to my Mega Deoncy, it really wasn't stopping the win condition at all. However, losing my Entei, which was my primary form of speed control early, really did suck. I just didn't see it worth the risk of losing my Torn turn 1 like that. So with that being said, I'm going to bring out Mega Deoncy right here. I'm going to make the safe play of going right for Earth Power, my only attack that I had that could knock him out. There was really no reason to click Power Gem right there. Earth Power would have catch any switch in he wanted to make, for example into a Silvally Steel, as he gives me damage the Darmanitan right here, which is very cool, but losing my Entei is going to be really bad, as you guys are going to see. Silvally Steel comes out right here. I really have no business staying in. He's probably going to have multi-attack or Flash Cannon, and this is my win condition, so I'm going to go ahead and pivot into my offensive Torn right here on said Flash Cannon. Does a little bit, but I can go ahead and weaken this with Heat Wave right here, which is very valuable. Any damage on Silvally Steel is good for my Mega Deoncy. Zeraora is going to go ahead and hit the field right here. Going to make my best pivot into Fortress on an unfortunate Volt Switch. Because of my little bit of Spidef investment, I'm able to take that on quite nicely right here, and Necrozma is going to hit the field. I'm just going to go ahead and switch out into my Kieran Black. The main reason being, I want to preserve that Fortress just for the Mega Lopunny late game, if it does end up being useful. I do have an Aqua Berry on that, so I can go ahead and take that on. as Eclipse is in here, and Eclipse is going to go ahead and go right for the Heat Wave, and he sees it does no damage right here. Swampert is going to come in next, so let's just go for the Dragon Claw. I really need to attack that Eclipse, and if he went out into Soul Volley Steel again, like I said, that damage is good for Rock Polish Mega Deoncys, so I'm just going to take the time to get this Swampert in range of my Mega Deoncy's Moonblast. That is going to be very valuable for the endgame right here, so I'm going to Dragon Claw again, as my opponent decides to go for Stealth Rocks, and this next turn right here is going to be, well, the turn after this is going to be a little bit unfortunate. I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw, just trying to get in range of that Moonblast no matter what. Gonna go ahead and hit him up right here, as he actually goes for the Scald and he burns me right away. So this really sucks right here. Assault Vest Cure in black was really good for the Necrozma. I could have always gone for the Rapid Spin with my Fortress and kept this around just for Necrozma, however, because my Kyurem is burnt right now, that really opens up the Rock Polish Necrozma. You could have argued this was not a good play. Maybe I should have pivoted into my Flying EMZ Torn right here and tried to knock it out with that. However, I really thought that I could just weaken it right here and then go for a game with Mega Deoncy. In hindsight, this was a misplay on my part. Letting Kyurem Black take a Scald was not smart at all. So at this point, Kyurem Black is relatively useless to me. It's checked by everything. It's really not going to do too much to Prometheus, the Soul Volley Steel, even with Earth Power. So I'm just going to go ahead and let him take the kill right here. But I'm in a really bad spot against this Rock Polish Special Necrozma right now. I do have the Swampert in range of my Mega Deoncy, so the primary goal right here is just to get that Silvally in range of my Mega Deoncy, and I can Rock Polish up and try to win the game at that point. So he's just going to continue spamming Scald right here, and just going for Protect every other turn. I have no reason to switch out here in black at this point. It's pretty much crippled right here. It's not going to do anything, and if he is that setup Necrozma set, any sort of setup Necrozma right here could just mess me up. Scald is going to be fired off, and eventually my Kyurem Black will end up falling to Team Galactic, the Swampert right here. I actually don't know why it's named Team Galactic, but I'm going to go ahead and fall this turn to burn damage, which really sucks, but I can go ahead and bring out my Azelf right here to revenge this thing. I'm going to go ahead and hit up with the U-turn, which doesn't even kill. I calced the damage, and it said that if he was Spidef, which is what I thought he was based on the Dragon Claw, that would actually kill right there, but it doesn't, so Tornadus T has to come in right here and take a Scald, and I believe he does not end up burning. He does end up burning me, okay, so this is a primary specially attacking Tornadus right here, so it's not the biggest deal. I don't think he goes for Protect. I'm just going to go ahead and knock him out with the Hurricane right here. Had I missed that, the game was essentially over at that point, but Zero Aura hits the field right here, going to go for Volt Switch. I'm assuming this is a Choice Scarf Zero Aura, which can't outspeed +2 Mega Deoncy, so that's important. Azelf comes in right here. It is Choice Scarf Azelf. I don't remember exactly what I said at Team Preview. I'm pretty sure I might have mentioned it being Stealth Rocks or something like that, but Azelf once again comes in right here. Gonna pivot into Fortress on the Fake Out. I need to keep Azelf as healthy as possible. It is a secondary win condition for me. I kind of just have to hope he's not Scarf Zero Aura at this point, because Azelf needs to outspeed that to have a chance. Eclipse the Necrozma comes out here. I'm gonna Gyro Ball crit into him, however, he does reveal to have Moonlight right here, which, despite Moonlight's low base power points, I really can't stall these out. He's gonna go ahead and recover up right here, and as you guys will see soon, despite my Akka Berry, I'm going to go ahead and die to this Heat Wave. My only hope right here is getting a Rock Polish up and hoping that I crit through the Silvally Steel. I'll calc the Heat Wave damage, and based on that, he was a Spidef set, meaning I need to get the crit on Silvally Steel despite the Rock's damage, and I need to get this roll on Necrozma right here too. So obviously I'm going to Rock Polish, and at this point the game's already over. He has Fake Out on the Mega Lopunny, I'm assuming, so that just knocks me out, and then he just goes for 2 Fake Outs into the Azelf. So I'm going to see what I can make happen. I'm going to go for the Moonblast. He's going to live on 30, and with that the game will officially be over. There's no way that my Azelf can clutch this game out. I have to lock myself into, I believe, the Psychic type move from what I remember. That was my best bet. Yeah, Psyshock right here is going to be my move of choice. Will not be able to beat Silvally, and he's going to confirm to me right here that he is a Choice Scarf Zero. So I misplayed hard right here. I shouldn't have played my Kyurem Black so recklessly right here. I let him get rocks up for essentially free. I should have just switched out into Torn on that Swampert instead of staying in with Kyurem. I could have weakened it in other ways, and letting Kyurem Black take those hits was really dumb of me. So that is going to be the end of our season right here. It is what it is though. Like I said, very successful season with a 10-2 record, second overall seed moving into the playoffs right here. So I'll take it. As for my future draft leagues, I do have a Wi-Fi draft league starting in about a month, I believe. I'm not allowed to say what that is, but that will be a thing. And then obviously Whipple will be coming back with WPL. I start to say Whipple from now on, but WPL will be coming back sometime in the summer, likely in August, so that'll be a thing right now too. I am playing in a draft league off screen right now, just not going to be recording that. I essentially joined it just to play with Mega Garchomp, try that out, and I've been having a lot of fun right there. Currently 3-0 in that, so I'm going to be doing that in my spare time. And I do hope you all enjoyed the WPL season this time around. Like I said, we will have more draft leagues coming in the near future. Be sure to go and check out my opponent Bass's perspective. He is one of the few people that actually upload the entirety of the season right here. So be sure to check that out, and I will see you next time. Later.